after almost 2 sessions of Mathapachi, there has been a middle path which has been reached between the opposition and the government. It's not going to be called the SIR, it's going to be called the electoral reforms. That is because both the sides walked a little bit towards each other. The government says, and the government strategy, which we are going to discuss in a short while from now with Aman as well as with Arun Dhanta and of course Arunima, is that why is it that the BJP has walked a step forward? The opposition parties feel that this is the best opportunity, at least as far as the state-bound parties are concerned, which is the DMK and the Trinamool Congress, and to a certain extent the Congress party. Well, the initiation of the discussion is going to take place by the opposition. In all likelihood, it's going to be Rahul Gandhi, his vote story, his attacks on the SIR and calling the BJP and accusing it of stealing the elections. Pretty much similar allegations coming in from the Trinamool Congress as well. The BJP is of course riding high on their massive win in Bihar. So that's where they're going to call the bluff of the opposition parties by saying that you have been proved wrong, there has been no vote chori.
And on that note, there are many political reactions too that have been coming in. We'll play out those political reactions, but I want to open this debate up for my colleagues as well. Aman, Arun, just weigh in on this. After a lot of back and forth, like Pallavi also mentioned, one complete session washed away, government has come around. But it has come around because it feels that it has enough ammunition to hit the opposition out of the park after the Bihar elections.
Well, yes, the entire monsoon session, in fact, was washed out. We're into the second week of the winter session now, and finally the debate on electoral reforms is happening. It's not the SIR debate, it's the electoral reforms debate. I think both sides have walked forward. I won't say just the government has walked forward. The opposition also has walked forward by allowing the government to first do the Vande Mataram debate and not call this debate a debate on SIR, call this a debate on the larger electoral reforms. The government also, in a way, acceded to the opposition's request because they didn't want this session also to be a washout. So the government also agreeing, and as you correctly say, they are more confident now after the big Bihar win, and they're going to rebut the opposition charges by saying that, look, what happened in Bihar shows that the SIR is not an issue on the ground. It's in fact a good electoral reform. But what I found very interesting, and Pallavi has been reporting that since yesterday, that Rahul Gandhi skipped the debate yesterday. But he's going to be the lead speaker today.
But the best part is, Aman, he was there in Parliament. Yeah. For 10 minutes, he was there in Parliament. He didn't go inside. We asked him this question when he came in briefly, that, will you listen? He said, you listen to my sister. And, he was not even there. But what is even worse is that there were not many people from the Congress party. I think it's going to come back to haunt them possibly, right?
Well, and I find it this new arrangement somehow that Priyanka Gandhi takes lead in one house, Rahul Gandhi takes the lead in another house. So doesn't Congress have any senior MPs?
No, but also
Priyanka is the first time MP.
Well, the other way of looking at it is that I'm going to give the reply to the Prime Minister. So Arun, talking about the electoral reforms, the hive with the BJP is going to be there. You are going to see a spring in their step on the fact that hum to jeet gaye elections in Bihar. What are you talking about?
Well, that's right, Pallavi, as Aman also highlighted this fact that we've seen the entire monsoon session and there was complete washout. And there was an image, of course, of the opposition which was going out as obstructionist. And probably they've realized this. And that's why you see in this session, both government and opposition have, come to the fore. And there was this, arrangement was made out that, of course, this discussion will happen. But it will not happen on SIR. We've been discussing about this, that why discussion on SIR cannot happen. And government has been giving arguments that, see, it's a routine affair of Election Commission. And today, if you discuss this in the Parliament, tomorrow you will come with something else. Then we'll have to discuss that also. So therefore, this arrangement was made that we can have discussion on larger electoral reforms. Now you will have, of course, the likes of Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal speaking on this because the entire election, laws, management, etc. comes under his ministry. So that will be also interesting as to what he's going to speak on that. But what I'm, of course, expecting from the government side is that, remember, they've been speaking about one nation, one poll. The bill has already been sent to the standing committee. It is there, but they will have the opportunity to speak on this, especially during this debate. That's the one point. They will, of course, be speaking about that how they only need one electoral roll for Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Panchayat, municipality. Only one roll. So that they will be, of course, speaking about the benefits of it, that how it is going to benefit people. Secondly, also, of course, you have BJP has been speaking about the linking of voter ID cards with Aadhaar.
Yeah, Arun, can I
So,
Just
yeah,
ask you this.
sure.
One of the big planks of the BJP was SIR is needed to weed out illegal immigrants. But the numbers after Bihar, the 65 lakh initial and the 4 lakh later, 69 lakh, we still don't have a number as to how many of them were illegal immigrants. So this entire politics ahead of Bengal, how is the government planning to utilize this? Because, I mean, if you need solid data to back up your claim.
Absolutely, and in fact, Arunima, in that regard, yesterday I was speaking to some BJP leader, and they're doing a massive exercise around this. In fact, today also, when we are speaking, there will be a meeting of senior BJP leadership with the state leaders of West Bengal, Chhattisgarh about the SIR. So what's going to happen in that meeting, we'll have to see. But they are on a path of giving their MPs and the leaders at the state level the best possible assistance from the center about the SIR, so that can be, delivered, or that can be conveyed on the ground. As far as, of course, this infiltrators thing, which of course has been a huge talk of the town during the Bihar elections. Many were asking about this, that even Jharkhand election, and many in the opposition were asking that why don't you give us any data that how many infiltrators, outsiders, Bahari you've got. So they have not been clear answers on that. Probably you will see during this discussion, when you will have opposition leaders speaking, they would be asking these questions, and then probably somebody from the government side would be responding to that.
And Palvi, you think Rahul Gandhi will keep the focus on vote chori rather than...
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll keep the focus on vote chori, because remember, he ran that voter Adhikar Yatra to crisscrossing to Bihar, and so he's okay with electoral reforms name. The umbrella name doesn't really matter. What matters is what are you going to say. So each one is going to say their own thing. So you are going to have the BJP, I'm sure, going to take pot shots at the Congress party. You just got 6 seats over there. RJD, of course. The Trinamool Congress and the DMK, of course, because they are the vote-bound states. But yesterday, the criticism which was being raised by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is that there are other bigger issues which need to be discussed. Why are we discussing about Vande Mataram? But Aman, do you think there was a reason or a strategy behind the BJP slotting Vande Mataram, insisting on it before having it before the electoral reforms?
I think it was also to put the Congress on the back foot, because the kind of facts that the Prime Minister put forward very clearly, saying that Mahatma Gandhi was so impressed by the full version of Vande Mataram that he had once said that this should be the national anthem of the country. So Jawaharlal Nehru, in a way, contradicted Mahatma Gandhi by removing the 4 stanzas of the song. I think that was a very, very sharp political attack by the Prime Minister, which does put Congress on the back foot, because they are saying that one icon of yours is essentially contradicting the other icon. Also, I think a deeply political debate, because the Prime Minister clearly was also addressing the audience in West Bengal. He was clearly saying that ahead of the elections, we are the party which cares for Vande Mataram, we are the party which cares for Bankim Chattopadhyay, and his legacy was in a way diluted by the Congress party. But that said, I think today the SIR discussion, I think Rahul Gandhi finally gets a chance on the floor of the House to lay forward his entire vote chori campaign. It may fly, it may not fly, but at least now he will get the chance. So I think it will be an hour-long speech, if I'm not wrong. He will speak at great length, and he will essentially accuse... His favorite topic. Of course, he gets a chance on the floor of the parliament, goes into the parliament records as well. And I think he will try to portray that all these post-2024 Lok Sabha, when BJP got this setback reduced to 240 seats, all the big election wins that BJP has got are due to vote chori. I think that will be the essence of Rahul Gandhi's speech. Well, are these sour grapes, and are these...
No, but both of you think that the effect of hydrogen bomb and atom bomb will be seen in the House also? Will he put it on record in Parliament?
It seems so. He will put it on record. I think the BJP will object to that, because BJP will say that you are essentially questioning the fairness of the constitutional body Election Commission. How can you drag the Election Commission into the mud inside the Parliament? Obviously, the BJP will not want Rahul Gandhi's words to go on record, but I think that nothing will stop Rahul Gandhi. He will speak what he has to speak, and he gets the floor today to lay down his political agenda.
And Payal is covering that NDA meeting which is taking place. That's also significant, isn't it, Arun? The Prime Minister having that NDA meeting, he's going to address them. Again, he's keeping that entire, doesn't need to keep the flock together because they are together. But again, that's a very powerful, strong messaging which is going across. And yesterday he met up with the Bihar MPs.
Well, that's right, Pallavi. We have seen that whenever Parliament is in house, Prime Minister Modi ensures that he meets different state MPs. And in that regard, we saw he was meeting with West Bengal MPs, Bihar MPs also. But this meeting, NDA's meeting, which is going to take place, I guess around 9:30, it will be starting inside the parliament. This is also, of course, happens every Tuesday whenever there is parliament. Prime Minister chairs such meeting. But this is a first meeting after Bihar elections victory, when the entire NDA contingent will be participating in that meeting. And it is going to be very interesting as to what Prime Minister Modi is going to speak on that. And also there's a dinner which Prime Minister Modi is organizing for all the NDA MPs on 11th. So these two meetings with NDA leaders are going to be very important. And also, of course, when all the MPs go in such meetings and which Prime Minister chairs, they expect Prime Minister Modi to boost their morale, and it has happened even in the past also. And I'm sure that even today, when Prime Minister, because it is a first meeting after Bihar victory, probably I expect that all the NDA leaders will be welcoming or congratulating Prime Minister Modi for Bihar's victory. And also Prime Minister Modi will be speaking about the role which MPs need to play inside the parliament, and also of course the SIR. There are various things which Prime Minister Modi can speak, but of course the important thing here is that after Bihar's victory, Prime Minister Modi will be meeting first time NDA MPs inside the parliament. There are a lot to expect from that meeting, and that of course give boost all the MPs, as we've been witnessing that Prime Minister Modi is meeting MPs from different states. West Bengal, for that matter, West Bengal will go to polls in 3-4 months, and Prime Minister Modi's address to those MPs was also very motivated. I was speaking to a few West Bengal MPs. They were saying that Prime Minister Modi had told us very clearly that now we'll have to not leave any stone unturned.
Right.
We have to put all the efforts and energy in West Bengal. Bihar is done. Now focus on West Bengal.
Maybe also a message to not become arrogant after victory. As he said at the start of the parliament session, that if we have won 4 elections doesn't mean we become arrogant. We have to work harder for the next elections.